very often when we're going to work in someone's home, or when they're interested in potentially having work done in their home, they're going to ask us about dust containment, how we handle dust, and how big of a mess the work that we're doing is going to make in their house. Almost everybody, no matter how particular they are with their floor, will notice if a big mess gets made in their house and cares about that. So how we deal with it is several different ways. When we're cutting flooring, we do not do that inside somebody's home. We do it outside or in a garage, away from the interior space, to try to contain that dust out there. But everybody has a basic understanding usually that sanding and refinishing a floor creates a lot of dust. You're putting sandpaper to wood, and that's going to make dust. And often people have the conception that that dust is going to get over all over their house. So we often get asked about containing that dust, about dustless sanding, and we try to set that expectation realistically for what you can expect when we're in your home. So first off, the term dustless can be a little bit of a misnomer. We want to set the expectation that 100% dust not getting airborne in a house is really not a realistic expectation. However, with good dust containment hooked to machines, it's more of like 90 to 95% of that dust gets contained, which is almost everything. And it's rare that we have someone complain after the fact about dust being created in their house. That really doesn't happen. But all it would take for a little bit of dust to get airborne, if we're sanding up to an opening of a stairwell or something, and this machine has to overlap an edge, you're naturally going to get a little bit of dust escaping. So it's realistic to expect that there will be some fine dust. It's generally not going to be anything more than what naturally accumulates in your home during maybe the period of a week that you have to dust off your furniture. But these are some of the tools that we use, and we hook up to all our sanding machine when we are refinishing a floor. So this is an example of a larger vacuum that's got 3 powerful motors. You can see it's got 2 outlets. This is going to get hooked up to our biggest sanding machines. It can really control and contain dust on all of them. This will fill up, just to give you some perspective, will fill up multiple times as we refinish a floor. So that's a lot of material that's getting removed. When we get down to our smaller size, something like this, we could hook it up to a vacuum that's this size, which is a little bit more portable. And then we also have these backpack vacuums, which we can wear for buffing a floor or for cleaning a floor. So these are some of the trade-specific tools that we use. You can see they're not just regular shop vacs that you go buy at a hardware store. It's expensive level tools that are specific to what we're doing, and they have to be used properly and maintained well, but they do an excellent job removing almost all of the dust that we create during a sanding and finishing process. Both of these main vacuums that we use during the sanding process are multi-stage filtering, so they'll have like a primary bag filter on the inside. This one actually has 2 inside of it. This one we put a bag in, and then it has in this case, a secondary filter, which is a HEPA filter on it. And this one, it's the 3rd stage in the filtration process, which you see right here, is also a HEPA filter. So that helps catch that last little bit of really fine dust that is pulling through that vacuum as it is removing the dust from the sanding.